Fireworks should be expected whenever a full moon occurs in a werewolf-related work of fiction. The second episode of Wolfpack Season 1 was noticeably better than the first. The strength of 2 Bitten, 2 Born was in the way it focused on the horror. It's difficult when you're looking forward to a show, and it doesn't live up to expectations. A new teen drama with a horror tinge might be worth watching if this second episode is any indication. The premiere faltered since it couldn't quite grasp the tone. The addition of Connor was intriguing since it underlined the difficulty these adolescents are facing by allowing the audience to see everything from his perspective rather than the other characters. Now that they've all been arrested, it's difficult to conceive what Kristen and Jason will need to say to Everett, Blake, Luna, and Harlan, but I have to assume the parents, especially Garrett, will soon arrive at the station to condemn their shady methods. However, given how poorly Everett's mother is portrayed, perhaps she will let the police do anything they like to her kid. Although Everett coming home in the middle of the night is cause for alarm, smacking him came out of left field and rendered her significantly more insignificant in my opinion. Given his past, raising her hands to swat her son was not a proper method to encourage him to confide in her about the dreadful situation her son is in. If anything, it made him keep his secret even more. While Blake's newfound strength intrigues you, it's evident that her improved confidence is also a result of her clearer skin. Because we learned that her father, Roberto, has been having financial difficulties for some time, I enjoyed watching her relationships with him in this episode. He seems to be the type of person who bury their heads in the sand, which is terrible because his family has been hurt by the non-payment of home insurance. But he's disoriented since he couldn't even pinpoint what was unique about his kid, which would indicate that he hasn't been actively involved in her life. Yes, she stays with him, but given how far apart they are from one another, it's uncertain whether or not they will ever be able to genuinely connect. Harlan ignores Luna's calls and texts, and carries on with his own activities, despite the fact that Luna is warm and reaches out to her brother when she is having a terrible day. Wolfpack Season 1 Episode 1 saw him avoiding his sister's calls in addition to going through things in the gym. Since we already know that Harlan dislikes the father who raised them since he continues putting himself in danger, I'm curious to learn more about how their home life is with Garrett being there. Garrett hasn't seen much of the screen, but he has a lot of love for these two kids. After all, the memory of how he originally discovered them motivated him to battle for safety. To discuss some of the second episode's major twists and turns, stay tuned for a post-mortem discussion with the cast tomorrow. How would you rate the second episode? Do you feel more committed now? How do you feel about Kristen and her partner? Are they making an effort to be difficult to approach? Comment on this. Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. If you appreciate the video, please click the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel to receive updates. I appreciate your interest and hope to see you again soon.